All of us are depressed. You know, there's just level of depression, level 1, level 2, level 3. If you find yourself in this same situation, I just want you to know that you are not alone.
All right, this is exactly the spot where a young man from Nigeria died. You just begin to imagine, how are people expected to survive in this horrible condition?
People are really in pains. People are suffering. But there's one thing I can't put my head around. They live an expensive lifestyle. For a place like Canada, people are not living. They are just existing. And that is not a good place.
No matter how bad it is in your country, it's only going to get worse here. And I've realized that between America and Canada, the people who are living back in their country are living better than us who are living over here.
This follower sent me a message some days ago that he came into Canada. His wife is an international student and he is on work permit. So he came into Canada. He had a fantastic job in Nigeria. He was earning almost ₦1 million a month in Nigeria. And he used all his money to pay for.
If you have not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel and be part of this amazing YouTube channel. In this video, there is a whole lot of things that is being said. Let's watch this video together, and also leave your comments in the comment section. Share this video to a friend. Let's go and watch this video together.
To end it all, I've been in Canada for more than 10 years and I don't have anything to show for it. I've lost my house, lost my car. I don't have anything in my name. This is the DM I got from a friend last week. I reached out to the person and I got to understand that, okay, he's depressed. And I told him, all of us are depressed. You know, there's just level of depression, level 1, level 2, level 3. If you find yourself in this same situation, I just want you to know that you are not alone. Pain is part of the process. Whatever you are going through today, there are people going through worse. The more pain you can handle, the stronger you get. If you know you are feeling depressed, you are feeling like there's no hope, I just want to tell you today that there's hope. Keep fighting, keep pushing, discipline yourself, you're gonna get there, okay?
All right, this is exactly the spot where a young man from Nigeria died last week Wednesday. Now, you see the tent they were living in, you know, you can see it all the way down there, you know, and you just begin to imagine, how are people expected to survive in this horrible condition with the current state of the weather? You know, with the cold out here, I can tell you, some of us can't even stand 30 minutes outside of this cold, but yet human beings like you and I are living on these tents in these horrible conditions. I think it's about time that the African community come together and make our voices heard about this situation. It's about time. I'm here. Yes, this is Pastor O.J. Agobo. Yes, can you say something, man of God? Yes.
Unfortunately, it's disheartening to see a human being living under this condition. And this is what we'll be advocating for in the summer. And the unfortunate incident will try to prevent it happened, that somebody lost his life out here. And now we're calling on the federal government to facilitate the process. They did make a commitment to release some funding to assist the province to provide temporary accommodation for these individuals. And we don't know what has been done till now. We will be following up with the federal government, with the provincial government, and the city mayors to see what has been done, what is being done to address this situation. This is un-Canadian, this is inhumane, this is unacceptable for human beings. Please, all we call it, all Africans, all the black communities will come out. This is a fight we must all join hands to fight, to advocate for. This inhumane treatment to our community, people of our pigmentation is unacceptable. The time for action is now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so ladies and this is just some, as bad as it is, already you know that it's going to get worse. The snows are not yet here. And I'm just trying to imagine, how are these guys going to survive in these tents when the snow eventually comes? Ladies and gentlemen, no one, I still repeat, no one should be made to live under these inhumane conditions regardless of the circumstances that brought them here. No one at all. And we must, as a community, lend our voices and make the government find a permanent solution to this crisis. We must. Duty calls on us, people. Thank you.
Canada is not a place where I would live for free right now, because people are sad. A lot of people has been asking me how was my trip to Canada and what's my thought about Canada. Well, it took me only 3 weeks to realize that people are living a sad life in Canada. I was trying to figure out, why are people sad? Why are people not smiling? Until I went to the supermarket, until I went to the gas station, until I got to the point where I needed to buy basic things. And I realized that people are really in pain. People are suffering. But there's one thing I can't put my head around. They live an expensive lifestyle. I don't understand. In a nutshell, for a place like Canada, people are not living, they are just existing. And that is not a good place to be. Thank you.
There's no work like before. And when you get work permit, for you not to get the job is a problem. Don't judge by anyhow. We're having another problem in Canada now. People just coming. Everybody is getting visa, they're coming. They tell them once you get to Canada, no problem, you have work. There's no work like before. No, underground work that they will do without papers, no, it's not available. For you to change, to become, to have your documents to work, is not so easy any longer. Even to apply as a refugee, that they will automatically give you a work permit like before. No, now when you get work permit, for you not to get the job is a problem. And I'm not sure if you saw it. We were on television making noise when our people were coming and sleeping on the bare floor on the road.
Sorry.
And 3 of them died within 3 months. Those were the ones I knew personally. And the problem is because people are not preparing well. They just hear, oh,
Canada.
They calculate our $2,000. That's $2,000 in a month. $2,000 in a month before was a lot of money in Canada. Because then it used to be like $800 for your accommodation for a 1-bedroom apartment. But now 1-bedroom apartment is $1,600, is $1,008 from your $2,000. Okay? Now people come when they get that. How much do they have? 5 million. They change the 5 million, they come. When they get that, they cannot get accommodation. They cannot get where to live. Now they're on the street. Now, eventually you get, let's say you are able to just stay and you get your permit to start working. When to get a job is another problem right now.
Preparation ahead of time is
God bless you. God bless you. So connect with those that can help you. Talk to those who can help you before you leave the country. Don't jagba anyhow, jagba right. That is the message I brought. Apart from getting into trouble with woman traffickers who will use you as sex slaves for the women, there are others as well. They are removing their organs.
organ trafficking.
Organ trafficking is ongoing. Nigerians need to understand this. Please, you want to jagba, there's nothing wrong with to jagba. Right from the beginning of manhood, people have always been jagbaing. But now instead of jagba, and I want to inform you youth, if you want to jagba, jack up, go to school. When you go to school, from the school, you are able to get better opportunity, know the people, know the land. And please study where you are going. Don't just go anyhow.
What is the biggest thing you regret in life?
I regret in life? I regret coming to Canada because I would have been way better. I came to Canada, I worked, I don't know, maybe 20 years. I had to go back to my country 7 years, living here for 20 years, 7 years in my country, give me enough money to buy 2 properties in Canada cash. 7 years, 7, and still 20 years here just paying rent and nothing. It tells me Canada is just a trap. I own property and it's hard for me. So imagine people who are from different countries for the first year and you're wasting your time, you're going to stress out, you're going to go crazy and you're going to die in less than 10 years. When in your country, which would have been harder, you live for another 40, 50 years. No matter how bad it is in your country, it's only going to get worse here. I'm telling you the truth. And travel the world and live a good life, all kind of stuff. Idea of Canada is to get out of Canada, not get in. And I've realized that between America and Canada, the people who are living back in their country are living better than us who are living over here.
I'm an international student in Canada and my kids are suffering. My kids and my wife do not have what to eat the next day, guys. Story time, guys. So this story is about a follower of mine. This follower sent me a message some days ago that he came into Canada. His wife is an international student and he is on work permit. So he came into Canada. He had a fantastic job in Nigeria. He was earning almost ₦1 million a month in Nigeria, and he used all his money to pay for his wife's school fees, hoping that once he gets into Canada, he'll be able to get a job to support the family, which is a very good plan. So he has been in Canada for I think like 4 or 5 months ish, and he hasn't seen a job. Now he's telling me that I do not know what my kids are going to eat tomorrow, guys. It really brought me to tears because I felt really bad for this individual. That's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you because I want you guys to do proper planning. So I analyzed his situation and I came to some conclusions. Yes, I know paying school fees is very important, but using all your money to pay school fees at once is a no-no. You get, if you are coming to do a 2-year course and your school is you can pay 1 year and maybe or 1.5 years, you need to at least have some money in hand in order to survive for a few months before you now say you get a job. You cannot use all your money and pay your school fees, and at the end of the day you cannot eat, you cannot feed, you are stranded. You get, so that, to me, that is a no-no. So what people should be doing is that they should look at, before you relocate to a country, you need to look at the atmosphere, look at what can I do in this country, because that's what I've been saying. It is almost sounding like a cliche now that the jobs for many people are really dwindling. Not that there are no jobs, there are jobs, but the demand is very high because that's the first course of action for everybody. So you are competing with a massive pool. So if I was this guy and my wife was coming to school in Canada, what I would have done was that, and I had her whole school fees, I would have paid like 3/4 of the school fees and kept the rest. You get, because in this life you use money to get money. Either I would come and do a boot camp with myself and transition and be able to apply and get jobs, you get, or I would even buy a car, because if I buy a car I can do Uber, you get, I can even do some medical deliveries, and is with that medical deliveries I will be able to pay the 1/4 school fees that my wife is supposed to pay. You get what I'm saying? So you don't just use all your money, all your savings, pay school fees, and you come into Canada with the assumption that you get a job immediately, and when that doesn't happen, you are stranded, you don't know what your kids will eat and all.
I can't function anymore. I don't understand how I make $34 an hour and I can't function. I can't function. I can't pay my bills. I can't even literally keep gas in my car to get to work 3 days a week. I buy a loaf of rye bread and I work really hard to keep that one loaf of rye bread lasting me the whole week, and I eat peanut butter. So I'll eat peanut butter toast whenever I'm hungry. And it's been fine. It's been working just fine. I'm good with that. That's fine. But last week, I guess I was a little extra hungry a couple days, so I had toast in the morning and toast in the evening, which that's not in my budget. So I ran out of bread on like the Thursday or even the Friday, I don't know. Either way, at 47, I had to see if my mother could buy me a loaf of bread so that I could eat for the weekend before my daughter got home. I don't understand why things are so hard right now. I apparently make too much money to receive any financial benefits or help of any kind.
So a lot of these videos have been popping up on people's timelines about how there's so much struggle in Canada. I mean, this lady is saying she eats bread and peanut butter for the whole week, guys. She can't even eat it twice a day. She had to ask her mother at 47 years old. That's what she said. Is this the true situation in Canada, guys? I mean, she says she works 3 times a week, $30-something an hour. So maybe she's not working as much as people who are going there want to work. Because I was speaking to someone yesterday and he's saying his wife is already in Canada. He's converting a study permit to like a work permit. He's gonna be going there. And I mean, they're excited about it. So let us know, people in Canada, what's really going on out there.
Wow, this is crazy. Leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this video so that we can be able to educate ourselves. A whole lot of, Africans living in Canada are going through a whole lot of things. In fact, we need to educate ourselves so that we can you have to come back home. I want you to know that home is calling. If you've not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel and be part of this amazing, lovely family. I go by the name Epic. It was. Like this video, comment in the comment section so that we can share. See you in the next video.